I see
Correct.
SMS attacks all the time, and most people don't realize that Apple pays $1 million for a bug bounty for a zero-click, zero user interface hack of the phone, but almost all of those are via SMS. So
Yes.
that also pivots to people don't realize that there's a black market for those attacks. And those are anywhere from 2.5 to $5 million. So there are people actively going out of their way to try and use SMS as an attack vector. And
Hmm.
our phones are practically, I got my wallet here and I got my phone here. I'd way rather lose my wallet than I'd lose my phone nowadays, because almost
Hmm.
everything's on my phone, right? I
Yeah.
mean, my bank accounts, I've got my authenticators, I've got a bunch of other stuff, but most people aren't thinking about that when they're trying to secure those mobile devices, especially at the small to medium business entry point.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and we see that too. And I think that's actually one of the reasons why we're seeing an increase in, like, say, network mapping kind of companies, startups, technology firms. Basically, it's definitely a market we're seeing an increase in. Where now you ask any CXL level person in the company, are you 100% sure what's on your network? They're all going to say no, right? No person knows exactly what's on their network, and that includes phones, right? Because a lot of times phones are touching critical data, and then of course they have users that actually are kind of on them. But a lot of times companies have, like, say, company issued phones with SMS numbers, but I would say 98, 99% of the time when those employees get those phones, there is no training whatsoever on security practices around those phones, right? Ever. We see that time and time again, right? So we could go into companies, we ask the question, what kind of resources or training do you actually have in place to protect your employees that get staff issued phones or mobile devices, including tablets and laptops? And a lot of times they're given a laptop, they have to sign a document, as you know. Yes, I promise to take care of this critical device. And that's it. They're off and running, basically, and they're using the phone and they're using the laptop and using the mobile device. But there is no training, there's no resources in place, like most times that we see on those companies. And then, of course, they get exposed, and then of course they click on a link they shouldn't have, or they click on an SMS message they shouldn't have. And we ask every single time, what kind of resources did you have in place to help prevent that employee from doing that? And 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, yeah, we didn't really issue any kind of training or resources when they issued that device. And that's a problem.
And it's a huge problem.